Hi everyone and welcome to today's class. This is day 2 of the Get Stronger program, and today we're going to be focusing on core stability. This is going to be more of an intermediate advanced class. So if this is too difficult for you, I would suggest maybe trying out my 21-day beginners Pilates program, which I'll link down below. But otherwise, we're going to get started on our mats in a 4-point kneeling position. We're going to start by warming up the abs and the spine. So we're going to start with some cat-cows. We're going to inhale, extend our spine, looking up, really creating that length in the spine. Exhale, take your gaze towards your navel, flex the spine, push up out of your shoulders. Inhale, take your gaze up, extend the spine, bring your shoulder blades together. Exhale, take your gaze towards your navel, really pushing up, feeling that flexion in the spine. Inhale, look up again, feel that nice extension in the spine. Exhale, take your gaze towards your navel. I think we should do one more here. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, gaze towards navel. Perfect. Come back to a neutral spine, a flat back. And now we're going to be doing some core balancing work. So we're going to come into swimming prep. I want you to extend your left arm and your right leg. So feel that core engage, that belly button draw up, and then take it down. Inhale to lift up and extend that arm and leg. Exhale to lower. And I want you to keep that belly button to spine, that flat back, pushing up out of your supporting leg and supporting arm. There's equal weight there. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, take it down. So this is a really good balancing exercise for the core, creating that core stability. Perfect. Let's take it into the other side now. So we're going to extend left leg and right arm, lifting up and extending, then lowering back down. So inhale, lift up and extend. Find that length, then lower back down. You're doing so well. Keep that core stable. Really finding your balance here. Let's do another 3. Whew, I can really feel my core waking up now. And we're going to do one more. Hold it up, extend, lengthen, then lower back down. Perfect. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to warm up the core a bit more. So what I want you to do is connect to that deep core, draw that belly button in. We're going to flex the feet underneath us, and we're going to come into our knee hovers. So we're going to exhale, hover the knees slightly off the mat. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift, drawing that core in. Inhale, lower. And you're keeping a flat back here. So you're not arching in the spine, but that core is engaged. Let's do another 2. You should really feel your core wake up now. Last one. Hold here. Let's hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Press back for a second. Take a nice deep breath. That was a lot of hard work, even though it was such a small movement. Okay, perfect. We're gonna come back now to our 4-point kneeling position. We're going to lift up into our knee hover on our exhale. So draw that core in, and then we're going to take the right leg back and then the left leg back. Coming into a plank, find that plank, draw that core in, bring those glutes down, and then we're gonna come back into our knee hover. So switching sides, left leg goes back, then right leg, and then we're bringing it back in. Then alternating sides again, right leg goes back, then left leg, bringing the right leg back in, then the left leg. Perfect. This is creating a lot of stability. Woo! It's tough work. I can really feel my core switching on, my shoulders. You're doing so well. It's a full body exercise. Perfect. Let's do one more. Take that left leg out, then the right. Bring it back in. Coming into your knee helper, just rest your knees down for a second. Push back. Take a nice big deep breath. Release those arms a bit. Give them a nice shoulder roll. And then we're going to come into a forearm plank now. So we're going to lower down onto our forearms. Find that nice plank position. So draw that core in. The glutes are tight. And you're not packing your glutes up. They're down in one straight long line. Your back is flat. Draw your ribs down to your hips. And now we're going to shift forward onto our toes, then shift back. So it's one straight long line, just shifting forward and back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Perfect. I want you to hold back now. Find the nice plank. And then we're just going to tap knee to mat. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift that knee back up. Stay with me. We're almost there. Keep those hips still. So you're not rocking in the hips when you are doing this. You're just moving that knee down. Let's do another 2. Last one. Lower down. Press back to a nice shell stretch. Woo! Perfect. What we're going to do at the end of this class is we're going to combine all the movements that we learned now, and then we're going to add them to a nice flow. And this is a flow that you can practice by yourself as well after this class, but it's really going to strengthen your core. Okay, so let's come back up into a high plank position now. What I want you to do, make sure your body is in one straight long line. We're going to push back with our hips to the left side, tracking our knees towards the right, getting into that left side waist. So inhale to press back, exhale, press forward. Perfect. We're really waking up the obliques here because we're going to go into a more difficult exercise. Perfect. Let's do another 2. Last one. Press forward. I want you to take that right leg, put it on top of the left leg, lengthen, press back to a pike, lifting those hips up. Take a breath here. On your inhale, you're going to lower that left hip down towards the mat, lengthening the spine, looking over your right shoulder. Press back up to your pike. And then we're going to do that again. Lower that left hip. Extend that spine, looking over your shoulder. Then press back up. Inhale, lower. Lengthen. Exhale, press back up. Let's do one more, because this is a tough exercise. Then press back up. Release that foot. Pedal out those heels. Maybe you want to take a nice shell stretch here, just to release. And then we're going to roll up. And we're going to do that on the other side. So I want you to come into your high plank again. We're going to press back. So we're going to press our hips towards the right, knees track towards the left, and then press forward, getting into those right obliques. Okay, you're doing so well. This is a lot of core work, a lot of shoulder work as well. So I understand if you're getting tired now, but stay with me until the end of class. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, come into your plank. Take that left leg over the right. Push up into a pike. Take a nice big deep breath. And on your inhale, you're going to lower the right hip down to the mat. Lengthen the spine and look over your left shoulder. Press back up to your pike. Inhale, lower. Really working the obliques. Lengthen. Look over your shoulder. Press back up. Inhale, lower. Lower that right hip down. Look over your left shoulder. Exhale, press up. We're going to do one more here. Lower down. Look over that shoulder. Press back up to your pike. Release that left foot. Come down into a shell stretch. And take a nice big deep breath. Release those wrists. Circle them around. Release those shoulders. Roll up to seated. Take a nice shoulder roll here. And then we're going to do some ab work before we go into our flow. So come down into the middle of your mat now. I want you to roll slowly onto your back. And then I want you to imprint that spine in towards the mat, making sure you've got that rib-tip connection. We're going to lift one leg at a time. Our hands go behind our head. And I want you to make sure that your elbows are in your periphery. So you don't have them like this together, but they're apart. And we're going to exhale to lift up into our ab curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Perfect. Make sure that those abs aren't popping. You're keeping that belly button to spine. Your head is just resting in your hand. There's a gap between your chin and your chest. And you're not looking up at the ceiling. Your gaze is towards your legs so that we're protecting that neck. Okay, perfect. Let's do another 2. Last one, hold it up. Bring that right leg in, extend that left leg, and then we're going to alternate. So we're coming into single leg stretch here, working those lower abs, working those upper abs, and then we're going to add our crisscross going into the obliques. So exhale as your knee comes in, inhale as you switch, and then we're going to add our crisscross. So opposite knee to opposite elbow, lifting up and over. So we're really getting into those obliques. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as you come to center. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in. Hands come towards the shins. Lifting up. We're coming into double leg stretch. So we're going to inhale. Send out arms and legs. Don't drop the head. Circle arms around. Bring it back into center. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Circle around. Bring it back to center. Perfect. Don't drop that head as the arms come over. Also, make sure that you're not flaring in the ribs. As your arms come overhead, you've got that rib-tip connection. Your back is pressed flat to the mat. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Hug it in. Rest that head down. Shake your head. Just releasing your neck. Perfect. Stretch your body out. Lengthening the abs. And then we're going to go into our flow. So let's roll up vertebra by vertebra to seated. Perfect. So we're going to start with our flow in a 4-point kneeling position. Hope you guys are ready for this. It's going to be a nice, fast one, a challenging one, but a good one. Okay. So let's get started in a 4-point kneeling position. We're going to start with a swimming prep. So I want you to inhale to lengthen left arm, right leg. Lengthen, lengthen. lower the leg down to the mat, lower the foot down to the mat, lower the hand down to the mat. We're going to twist, coming into a side kneeling position. Lift up that arm overhead. Make sure that your hand is in line with your knee. Then we're going to lift up, tap hand to leg. Perfect. Then lower that hand back down. Come back down. Press up into a plank. And then we're going to shift over to a side plank. Lift up that arm. Let's do some hip dips. You can do this on your knees if this is too much. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Lower that hand down. Whew. Bring that knee to the nose, that right knee to the nose. Extend it out. Lengthen that leg. Point that foot. Shift forward. Shift back. Bring that right leg over the left. Push up to your pike. Coming into our snake. Lower that left hip down. Look over your shoulder. Perfect. Press up to your pike. Release that leg. Stretch out to a plank. Lower down. Push up to a swan dive. Press back to a shell. Perfect. So that was the flow. We're going to do that a bit faster on the other side. So we're just learning that on this side. But our next one will be a bit faster. Okay. I'm just going to turn around to the other side. And we're going to start with our swimming preps. Okay, so just taking a deep breath here. Taking a moment. We're going to extend our right leg, left leg this time. I'm going to move forward a bit on my mat. Create that length. Find that balance. Drop the hand to the mat. Drop the foot to the floor. Twist over to a side kneeling position. Bring that arm up and over. Let's go for 1, 2, 3. Bring the leg and the arm down. Press up to a plank. Shift over to the side with staggered legs. Lift up. Let's do hip dips. 2, 3. Lower that hand back down. Bring that left knee in towards the nose, crunching in the center. Extend that left leg out. Shift forward, shift back. Bring that left leg over the right. Press up to a pike. Lower that right hip down towards the mat. Lengthen, look over the shoulder. Press back up to a pike. And then we're going to release that leg. Come down into a plank. Lower down. Press up to a swan. Press back to a short stretch. Take a nice big deep breath here. That was a lot of shoulder and core work. Roll up to seated. Just roll out those wrists. Roll out those shoulders. We're going to come seated to the middle of our mat now. Right leg can come in front. Left leg goes behind. Send that right arm up and over, coming into some nice lateral flexion. You can even bring that hand down, coming into a nice twist for the spine. Lifting up. Take it to the other side. Left arm comes up and over, and then back to center. We're going to do the other side now. Left leg in front, right leg behind. Lift up and over. Nice lateral flexion. Bring that hand down, coming into a nice rotation. Lift it back up. Right arm comes up and over. Stretching out that side waist that we work so hard. And then come back to center. And that's it for today's class, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.